Monarchies and dictatorships. Between the two lies arguably the vaguest line between any two systems of governance. And by monarchies, I'm not counting the ceremonial type, as that would make a boring video. I'm talking about the all-powerful absolute type, or at least those that have some autonomy. Dictatorships and absolute monarchies are the two most easily confused ways of running a country for one reason: absolute power. As opposed to democracy, the entire power of a nation is vested in one single person. Have you ever noticed that most dictators have some connection to or are actively involved in the military? This is hardly a coincidence. The majority of dictators became rulers of their nations by military takeovers, and military support is vital. Lose the support of a few bureaucrats, tax collectors, and regional leaders. You can take care of them, but lose control of the military, and your reign is over. Do something the military disapproves of, and you could be overthrown overnight. Exhibit A, Robert Mugabe. He may or may not be considered a dictator, but he was nonetheless a powerful tyrant. This brings us to the first fundamental difference between a dictatorship and a monarchy. Monarchies are usually inherited and descend from a royal or noble lineage, called a house, while dictators typically acquire power through force, or if an elected leader refuses to step down. But you, curious viewer, mentioned that the North Korean Kim dynasty and the Assads of Syria are dictatorships that have passed on the position of head of state throughout multiple generations. This brings us to the second significant difference between the two systems of governance. Monarchies usually refer to themselves as, well, the monarchy, while dictators refer to themselves as leader, chairman, president, general, or some other title, but never dictator. Take for example Kim Jong-un. His official title is Chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea, but he is an infamous dictator. While the country he rules is officially named the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea is neither democratic, nor belonging to the people, nor a republic, and barely half Korean. I'm pretty sure that's a failing grade on a vocabulary test. Now, for the third main difference. In 1815, nearly every European nation was ruled by a monarch, while dictators were virtually non-existent on a global scale. Fast forward to 1950, and most of the European monarchies from the early 19th century had been abolished, while dictatorships across the world were flourishing and about to get worse. This is because when monarchies are abolished, they are usually followed by liberty. Dictatorships, however, usually arise from the instability of liberty. Take for example when Spain withdrew its presence from Latin America. Latin America became liberated from the Spanish royalists. After liberation, various individuals assumed power through force, thus beginning the infamous era of Latin American dictatorships. There are, however, some instances when liberation is bypassed altogether and a monarchy is overthrown by a dictator. You could sit there and listen to me nitpick at the differences between the two for hours, but that is why YouTube gave each video a comment section. So goodbye for now.